What is up, everybody? This is Lyle, No Hippie Trucking and Transportation. Listen, I'm still out here at this truck stop in Oklahoma. I think it's Selling, Oklahoma. Listen, I'm telling you, if you're ever in this area, stop at this Roadies. This has got to be, I said, one of the top 5, probably one of the top 3 truck stops I've been to. A drive-through, Sonic, all this kind of stuff. It's like a grocery store in there. But listen, let's talk about how I mismanaged my home time. Now, I was out for 2 months training. You know, longer than I'd like to be out, things like that. So I was like really wore out when I got home. So I had a load that was delivering to Colorado on the 1st, like late on the 1st. So my first real day of home time started on the 2nd. Now, on the 7th, so 5 days in on my home time, I got a message from my fleet manager asking me when I was ready to reload. God damn. Listen, that's not the problem, but shit, can a brother like relax just a second and a half? You know what I'm saying? But listen, I'm not mad at him because hey, he keeps me running. So he's all about that money. So listen, I'm gonna let that slide because I know he's looking out for both of our best interests and all that. But here's where I made the mistake as far as my home time. You know, I always kind of revert back to the last industry I was in, which was mortgage banking, finance banking, all that kind of stuff. And one thing that we used to always do, and I'm gonna say much earlier in my career than later, because the later end of my careers, I was just trying to get out. I wasn't even working 20 hours a week the last, few years. But when I was really hitting it, we were all about planning our day. You know what I'm saying? Or planning our week. And in some cases, planning our month. And I look back at this last home time, and it was really just a big waste of time. I got back home, I was more wore out than normal. And really all I want to do is sleep. I'm going to be honest with you. And some of you young bucks out there don't know nothing about that, but when you get up there in them 50s, boy, that sleep is at a premium. So, anyway, I had a list. I had some stuff in the back of my mind I wanted to get done. People I wanted to see, things I had to do, and really outside of the actual like essentials, like things I absolutely had to do, I didn't accomplish any of it. And one thing that I used to do back in, my mortgage banker days was plan out our days. So it would be like, make phone calls between this time and this time, submit applications between this time and this time. So there's always like a routine or something that you had to do. And I think I'm going to need to start planning out my home time like it's actually, like it's that important. So for example, things I needed to accomplish in this home time. Definite things I had to do. I had to pay some property taxes on another property I owned. Actually, that was really, transfer some money around, go to the bank, talk to some people, did that. But outside of that, I have another cooking channel, YouTube channel. That channel has been absolutely neglected for the last almost 2 years. And it's still doing pretty well, but not because I've been doing anything. So, one of the things I wanted to do was do at least 2 to 3 videos for that YouTube channel. You know how many videos I did of that? 0. And I actually had a company that had sent me some product to do a review on, and I didn't even get to that. I'm going to get to it next time I get home. But I had that, then I had 3 people I wanted to see, and didn't accomplish any of that. I guess shopping was one of the things that I absolutely had to do that I actually did. But outside of that, me and my wife had a relatively good home time. Went out to eat a few times. Went out to our favorite Mexican restaurant a couple times. Went out to sushi once. My son took us out for like this seafood boil type thing. So, it wasn't a bad home time, but it was just not as productive as I wanted it to be. So one of the suggestions I'm gonna put out there for some of you guys is schedule your home time. That's one thing I'm gonna do next time I come out. Next time I come home, before I come home, I'm gonna have all that shit lined out. The people I want to see, I'm gonna kind of have, all right, let's get together on this date. Let's get together on that date. You know, all the people I want to see, we're gonna have that kind of schedule before I even come home. The videos I need to make, I'm gonna have all the ingredients bought. I'm gonna have my wife go to the grocery store, get all the shit I need for all this stuff, so when I come home, I don't have to worry about it. You know, I just feel like this last home time, more than any other, probably because I was more wore out than any of the other ones, was just so unproductive. So I'm saying this in this video, but I've heard it from other people that, you know, they went home and, I mean, listen, it's so damn easy to just go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was probably home for a week and I was doing little stuff here and there, but I was home a good week before I actually had to force myself to be like, okay, we need to pay these property taxes, you know. And then I kind of said, okay, by 12 o'clock tomorrow, you got to call these people, get this figure, mail out the money. You know, it was like I had to force myself to do that. Whereas if I had already had that stuff planned, boom, I'm going to come home. All right, these are people I'm seeing. These are things I'm doing. It would just be kind of, it would just be more automatic as opposed to me just getting home and not really having a plan where I'd like to see somebody today, but this sleep sure does feel damn good. You know what I'm saying? So let me put that off. You know what I'm saying? So for those of you guys just getting in, plan your home time. Especially, listen, I was home from, let's see, the 2nd to the 13th, which was actually less time than it should have been. I mean, that was damn near company home time if you really want to think about it. But my fleet manager was asking me when I'm coming out. So I was like, you know what? Let me just get out, do this, because I may want to stack some money for this winter time. But company drivers, listen, if you got 4 days or, you know, 1 day off for every week that you're out, your home time is even more valuable than what mine is. And if you waste that shit, you know, I'm sitting here right now mad about the time that I missed when I was home right now. And I don't know, just plan, you know, what they used to always say in the mortgage business, you know, plan your, wait, what was it? Work your plan? I forget what the little gimmick was. Plan your work, don't work your plan, or work your plan, don't plan your work. Whatever it is, plan your shit out. Don't just come home with no plan and get out here and just be like, you know what, let me just chill, because it is so easy to just chill. Anyway, I'm gonna get up off here. One of the things I was planning on doing was doing my 2-year review of my fleet manager. You know what I'm saying? So that was one thing I didn't even accomplish, at least to give myself credit. I did do the video, but I had made a couple like errors in that video, so I had to redo it. And then I was just like, you know what, fuck it, I don't even want to do it. So I put that off. So that's just, if I'd had things to accomplish, like these things need to be done by these specific dates, I would have got it done. So I'm sitting out here now feeling like I didn't really capitalize on my home time. I'm gonna be out at least till, I don't know, October 21st, maybe even longer than that, because I might want to slide by the terminal, get some stuff done on the truck, whatever, APU, things like that. Oh, for all you Peterbilt haters, just got my truck out of the shop, but that's because I had it in there getting that oil changed and all that. Listen, I don't do the whole 70,000 miles shit. I get my oil changed every 40,000 miles, so, you know, whatever. And get all them software updates, all that stuff that needs to get done. Listen, I'm proactive. So, Anyway, that's a totally different situation. Something else I want to talk about, but we're just going to go ahead and end this video right here. Don't waste your time on home time. Seriously, that shit is so valuable that if you do not take advantage of every moment of it, it's a waste. And I'm still mad at myself about wasting that much time. Although I did get a chance to go to some of the restaurants I wanted to go to, so that was all right. It was a way for me and the wife to get out there, all that. But anyway, I'd like to thank you guys for stopping by No Hippie Trucking and Transportation. I appreciate it. Comment, subscribe, and I'm out.